Simply Done, the podcast network.
Mole! Mole! Mole, wake up! Perry, big three!
You're out of your fucking mind.
Oh, that's awesome, but face down, Nick.
No fucking way.
So they don't see us?
No fucking
Why?
way.
Give me
I'm not
15
getting
reasons
naked.
You can go right
One
back
reason.
in. Why?
I am not getting naked
Because
so
you have
I
a
can
small
go to
penis?
jail. Salty.
Come on, bud. Come on, bud.
Fuck all of it.
Perry, come on! One big three. One big three. One big three. Come on.
Sundance Film Festival. We are
The Big Three!
It's a big three live on the VPN. Back in '92, the story begins. Harry Caravello, Don and Mo, and the #1 public access program. Windy City Heat, movie of the year. Why is the red bat even there? Lawsuit contract, Venus in the mousetrap. Bringing it back with the Big Three podcast. Big Three live on the VPN. Bring a friend. Time to begin.
Excuse me. Coming to you live. from
pre-recorded.
I know what I screwed up right at the
You can't
beginning.
cut that out.
That was the old way we used to do it. But now we are coming to you live from the VPN studios in Culver City, California. It's the Big Three Live. Hey, everybody. I'm your pal, Don.
I'm Mole.
I'm Scary Perry. Can I
Wait a
open it
minute.
up that way?
Together, we are the
Big
Three. Now, we went over a thing after the last show because you interrupted so much and you were so unprofessional and you almost ruined the show from Sundance.
But
I
everybody
noticed
loved it.
before we even got to anything, before we even opened, you're interrupting. Tell us what's so important. You have to interrupt the show right now.
I was just going to do exactly what you were doing. Calling to you pre-recorded live from the Video Podcast Network.
Oh,
here
yeah.
in Culver City, California. It's the VPN Network.
I like how you said it because you got that look on your face.
What type of people are you trying to attract with that type of intro?
Live.
Well, anyway, if you don't know who we are the Big Three. I'm Don.
I'm
Mole,
All.
And that's
I'm Scary
Perry.
Perry.
Together we are the Big
Three.
We already did that once.
We're
And
the stars of the Comedy Central cult classic film Windy City
Perry,
Heat.
what did I tell you about interrupting?
I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up. Now, we started out over 20 years ago, and we did shows from the Comedy Store, and those became legendary shows. We then,
We were actually Linda Ronstadt's backup band.
no, that was the Eagles.
Was the Eagles.
Right. So what we did is then we moved on and we had the #1 public access show in the world. And for those of you who don't know, it started the career of a young Jimmy Kimmel, who was our
That's
announcer on the
right.
show.
That's right. It did. He was the announcer on our public access show. Oh, so many years ago. What's that dude up to?
Oh,
He's got his own show on ABC.
Perry, he was joking. I think we all know what Jimmy Kimmel's been up to.
Jimmy who? I'm just teasing.
Perry.
You still got it. Do the intro again, Scary Master.
Why would you encourage that?
It's just good.
But why would you encourage that?
Let's tell the people a little bit.
So professional.
I got a great idea. You know, we should tell people a little bit about ourselves, who we are. I know they know that we're the stars of the Comedy Central cult classic movie Windy City Heat.
And we had a second chance to do a second movie until Nimrod
Do we
over there
have
screwed
to
that up.
keep bringing up that I screwed up something?
Well, if we don't, you do it again.
Yeah, we're going to do a sequel. But how about this? How about each one of us describes ourselves, but we pick a different person to describe. Like, I'll do Scare Master, you do me, and you do Dan.
Okay, so who do I do?
You explain who I am.
Okay. All right. Mole is a guy that we met, and we actually, in our first video podcast network show last week, we showed the first time that we saw you because you entered a contest, the Land O'Lakes Butter, Look Mom at the Simply Don show. Boy, that was a long time ago. Well, you won that. You came out here to Hollywood, and you've had nothing but luck since. You've been in movies like Fun University, Fun University 2, Fun University 3D, and your career was off. You've done commercials, and you've been part of the Big Three for like us, 20 years.
20
now.
years.
Plus.
20 years.
You came from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee.
You worked at a Meineke Muffler shop there.
Yep.
And your rise to stardom has been unbelievable.
Chowed butter.
Yeah, you love butter. That's how you
But
got into Land
got really heavy and unhealthy from it.
Oh, and you stopped?
Well, remember I lost all the weight?
Yes.
I lost a bunch of weight a couple years ago. How did I do it?
From drugs.
HN. Hard narcotics.
Hard narcotics.
HND. Hard narcotic diet.
Okay, so now, Perry, you want to describe me. And if you say one thing that I don't like, I swear to God. See this candle that's broken right here? I will make you eat the glass. All right, go ahead. Whatever you'd like to say. Go right ahead.
You're the guy that met me at the Westwood Comedy Store back in the last weekend of May.
True.
And
That's my resume. I met you.
Well, it was May.
Well, wait a minute. But
No.
the fact is, I met you, and that's all I've done.
No. That's not all you've
Okay,
done.
tell the people what I've
right.
done, for God's sake.
You got me started. You've actually
Wait a
been
minute.
working.
Everything seems to be about you.
You've been working for famous shows, other than working at the world famous Comedy Store as the evening closer
I've been the closing act for years.
for
every
years
night,
at
yeah.
the world famous Comedy Store. But you've been an
West
audience
Hollywood,
warm up.
California.
You've been an audience warm up for a lot of world famous shows like
World famous?
Well, I mean TV shows
Like
Jimmy Kimmel Live was one.
Yeah.
This you've been doing.
I've been there
for-
since it started.
Since it
10
started,
years
which
ago
is-
now.
10 years ago.
Boy,
It's-
wasn't the anniversary like yesterday? The 10-year
Was
anniversary?
it yesterday?
Not good with dates.
Okay.
Actually, the anniversary's in September.
Okay, September.
when-
what date?
Okay.
I don't have
okay,
remember
Perry,
on the
your
dates.
facts are completely wrong.
Okay, then I
First of all, it started January 26th, and today's the 27th. So
So
yesterday,
that's like
Yesterday
a couple
was-
days ago.
all right. I
10-year
apologize.
anniversary yesterday. Go
Okay.
on. But I worked on more shows than just Jimmy Kimmel
Well,
Live.
yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. Then there was that one show that I drove you to.
Upstairs,
When-
downstairs.
No,
Mannix.
was it? Was it Mannix? Or
I
was
did
it?
the audience warm-up
Oh,
for
that's right.
Mannix.
You did do the audience warm up for
That
Mannix.
was a good one. Mike
And
Conrad
then-
loved you.
And I also, for a short period, I got to do the audience warm-up on the boat, on the Love Boat.
Cool.
All right, continue on. I want to hear more about me.
Well, see, I don't know a lot about you other than the stuff that the three of us do together.
Why don't you listen? Why don't you tell a little bit about his personal life and pop culture?
That's what this show specializes in. If you've never heard the podcast
No,
that we
that podcast is that.
well, but we're like first cousins.
yeah.
We can talk about the other podcast.
That one talks about pop culture, not personal lives.
And what does this one do? It talks about
God.
pop culture,
Talks about-
our own personal life, but it does it through the magic of video. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, so
See
that's
that
a
over
whole
there?
different
That's called
thing.
video.
All right, but continue about me. I'd like to hear more about me.
I'm on a stumper. Forgive me, because excuse me, about you that I would
Okay.
like to know.
His middle name.
Do you know my middle name?
See, Donald, I don't know your middle name.
It's Don Embarrass. My middle name is Michael.
Okay,
So I'm Don
Don
Embarrass. Michael.
Don Michael Barris,
Yes.
and Daniel's your little brother.
Let me just say one thing. I don't know whose idea this was to have Perry talk about me, but he has
Pretty
done-
good one, right?
It's absolutely terrible. It's the
Well,
worst.
why don't we move on? Why don't I?
Okay, we'll move on, but I would like to say this. Back to what we've done as a group. After Windy City Heat and after he blew the second movie, for the last 2 years, we've had our own podcast. We originally started out on the Ace Broadcasting Network. Then we left them over. What happened there? Do you remember? Why did we leave Ace?
I remember you telling me that Adam was.
We took that one of his cars out for a joyride
Oh,
from his
that's right.
garage.
Perry convinced you that it'd be fun to do to
I
drive one
didn't
of his
convince
cars
him.
around.
No, I told you to
Donuts.
not. I told you to not do that.
Well, okay. Then
and
we
you
got
ended up doing it.
we got kicked out of there, and then we started from a secret location in West Hollywood, California. We started our own podcast network, and we've been running together ever since. Well, now we're on the VPN.
VPN. VPN. VPN.
VPN.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else you want to say about me?
I'm pretty pissed off at this guy. If he did take out one of those AC Cobras and started doing donuts over there at over by Adam's place, that's not a cool thing to do, you son of a bitch.
You should see how I did it. Now I would like to describe this young man.
Okay, so this is
the
fair.
Scaremaster.
You will now describe.
I will describe
Perry Caravello.
Scaremaster. And I've known we have been best friends for 20 long years. And I will tell you something about him, because it's funny that Dan said this is the guy who blew the second movie. Because the truth about it is he's blown a lot more than that.
What do you mean, Mole?
He's blown a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. For instance, first off, there's dudes all over.
Look, number one, I'm not a faggot.
I didn't say
I'm
anything.
not gay. I don't blow anybody.
That's not what I'm talking about.
You're trying to make it look like I'm gay.
I'm talking about other stuff that you've blown. Okay, when he was a kid growing up in Palm Springs with his shirt off, wearing denim shorts and cruising around the neighborhood, talking to old dudes by the Walgreens.
What?
That's when he really started blowing stuff.
Yep.
That's when he blew some golden opportunities. But then one time later on in life, when he was hanging out with the skaters and he dropped into a pool skating when he was 47 years old, and he really blew it when he broke his neck skateboarding.
Right, that was the second time he broke his neck.
And he blew a bunch of dudes.
I didn't blow any guys.
You know what I mean?
No. That's exactly what I tried to tell you to not say.
You didn't say anything like that.
No, I don't mean like you blew those dudes. I mean like you blew them off.
Thank you. I blew him.
Why do you gotta make it always like? No, you're the one that made it.
Gay.
He's not. You did. You took something innocent that Mole said, and you made it sound
I'm
gay.
trying to talk about your skateboarding career and all the dudes that you blew. And you're making
I didn't
it about
blow anybody, you freaking homo.
when you were skateboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, so that's a little bit about us.
You say potatoes, I say potatoes.
No, you're supposed to say potatoes.
I don't got to say anything.
All right. Well, that's a little bit about us, and we plan on taking over the world of the internet. That's our goal. We want to do another movie. We want to do another movie.
Correct.
We want to start selling stuff. We want to start making money. Now, I should say something right off the bat, because I owe the people watching out there an apology. Because last week, we did a podcast from the Sundance Film Festival. Remember that?
Let me say something about that.
Well, you're interrupting me. What did we talk about interrupting
All
me?
right, forgive me.
Okay. Well, what did you have to say that was so important that you had to interrupt me right off the bat? Go ahead.
144,000 downloads
Okay. That's all fine. That's all good.
in 1 week.
But the content of the show was ridiculous. And I blame myself. Well, I actually blame Perry more than me, but I will take some of the credit for this not being the perfect show. What are you interrupting again for?
I was just going to say you blame yourself. I take the blame.
You're going to take the blame?
I'm taking the blame. I interrupted you constantly while we were in SLC. AKA
SLC, nice.
Salt Lake City.
Nice.
It wasn't in Salt Lake City.
It was
Park City.
Utah.
Park City. Okay, PC.
PCP. You guys want to get some PCP and do that?
No.
Mole, stop doing drugs! Look, I feel real bad for being the big asshole at that show.
Don't tell me. Tell the audience right there. Look at that camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take the blame for fucking up the show in Salt Lake City, Utah.
And how did you fuck up that show in Salt City, Utah?
Salt City?
Excuse me.
Salt City! Salt City!
Park City, Salt City,
Utah.
Okay, in Park City, Salt Lake City, I was interrupting you constantly. I was too revved up because I wanted to be in charge. I was just
and you're not. As a matter of fact,
wrong.
we got a letter from the desk of the bosses upstairs. These are the guys that are in charge of us. Gentlemen, as you know, the premiere of the Big 3 Live was a real success. And in the number of people that tuned in was wonderful. Congratulations to the three of you. However, the content of the first show was shit, and the quality of the show had better pick up. As we've said before, you should be watching your steps. We are. The bosses upstairs. So that's a little motivation from our bosses.
Sweet. They watched it.
They sure did.
Motivational quote.
You know what? We should get going. Wait a minute. Is that a phone call? Could you put that phone call through for us, please?
Hello, video maniacs. Do you know who this is?
Oh,
it's
hello,
our old
Mr.
producer,
Adams.
John
How are you?
Mr. Adams.
Yes, it's Mr. Adams calling. So nice to see you all back from that dreadful, classless land of the Hute.
Oh, come on. We love Park City.
Dude, it was
Park
great
City was
out
nice.
there.
Yeah, Park City, more like Puke City.
Oh,
Puke
shut
City.
it.
Did you see what I did?
Yeah, you said puke instead of park for Park City.
Indeed, I did. Indeed, I
You didn't
did.
say park,
Yes,
you
I
said
did.
puke.
I said puke instead
you
of
said park, yeah.
Precisely. Now, tell me something. May I ask, am I now on VPN or Jash or the Big Three podcast or ubid.com or what's happening now? Please, curious customers want to know.
Actually, Mr. Adams, where we are.
This is
you know
live.
What? You know what?
This one's
Listen,
live.
Yeah.
Never the mind. That's
Okay.
all. Wherever I am, I'm happy. To be with you, I'm happy. And I'll be on anything so long as it's not another trip to Salt Lake City.
Oh, wow, you do
Once
not
again,
like.
nailed it.
You don't like Mormons,
Not
huh?
at all.
You
Why do
really
you
don't
hate
like
Mormons?
Mormons.
You know something? I do have my issues with them. I do. But I'll tell you something. We'll discuss those later. For now, I merely want to help the Big Three set up some old video clips.
Oh, that's what
fine.
we love
For
doing on
which,
this.
by the by, curious, I have several.
What kind of videos do you have, Mr. Adams?
Would you like to know what kind of
Yeah,
videos
tell us.
I have?
What do you
I
have?
will tell you.
Yeah,
I
please.
have all sorts of videos. I have guy, girl. I have guy, girl. I have girl, guy, gazelle. I have guy, girl, Godzilla, goldfish, gumball machine. I can keep going.
I'll give us a couple more, just at
All right.
least two.
I've got guy, girl, gobstopper, gophers, golf balls, and so forth, so on, so on.
This guy sounds
I
like a
like-
nut.
Can't wait to
doesn't
see
he?
those.
I can't wait to see whatever the next video is. Toodles, loves.
Well, bye, Mr. Adams. Now, if
Bye,
you don't
Mr.
know who
Adams.
Mr. Adams is, most of you don't. Mr. Adams was the producer of Windy City Heat, and he's been kind of a friend and kind of a mentor towards you, hasn't he? Mo?
He's from like New York or down south or Texas.
Or
The
he could
accent that he has sounds like he's from like England or
That's it. That's what I was thinking of. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking of.
So he's from England, and he's been a friend of ours, and he's helped us out through many, many things. Anyway, well, you know what we should do? One of the things that we have on this show, which is amazing, is we have the access to bring in some old video clips, things that we've done recently and things that we've done within the past 20 years, which is wonderful. We have different segments on the show. One of them we used to have was a thing called Perry's Movie Time.
Remember that?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, talk about movies.
Yeah. Well,
interviewed
you know,
a few.
we don't do that anymore because the bosses upstairs didn't like the way Perry did it. He actually reviewed Windy City Heat, and he did a terrible job. It was like he was reading off the box cover. But you know what? We love the song from Perry's Movie Time so much. What?
Good tune.
It is a great song. Can we play that right now just to give these video viewers a quick glimpse on what they missed?
It's Perry's movie time. It's Perry's movie time. Perry's movie time.
That is catchy.
It is catchy, and it was a great song, but Perry blew it by having a lousy bit.
They're also very influential movie time, especially during award season.
Yeah, but we didn't do it during that.
You know what?
What do you think? What's going to win the Oscars this year, Perry's movie time?
Oh, don't
Lincoln.
Lincoln. You saw that?
I got it in the mail.
You got it in the mail?
Got it in the mail.
Why would they send that to
Because
you?
I'm one of the voters on the SAG.
And you voted?
Sure, I voted for the.
What'd you vote for?
I voted for a bunch of movies.
Can I make some copies of your screeners?
No.
Why not?
It's illegal.
Who's gonna know, dude? No one can hear us right now. We're by ourselves. Let me just borrow your screeners and make some
Sorry,
copies of them.
Can't do it.
Why?
Wow.
SAG won't allow it.
Yeah, well, you sound like a SAG member, Humphrey Bogart.
That's funny, Mo. Anyway, we spoke about this earlier. What we have on this show, the Big Three Live, is we have access to show some things that we had before. Now, we recently went to Sundance, and we brought back some stuff. Now, this is something that kind of screwed everything up. And I just want to show this because this is where Perry tried to collect payola and use his movie time to put money in his pocket. Let's show this video clip right now.
Because we've been here a little close to 24 hours. We have yet gone to see a movie.
You want to see Scare Master? You're not allowed to talk about movies.
I got to tell you something.
We
Once
are-
again-
we have-
Perry,
Let Dan
Perry,
fill you in.
stop,
Tell him about
stop
the
right
movie
there.
thing. What's happening?
We had a clip on our podcast that was called Perry's Movie Time, and we have bosses that we're responsible reporting to, and they have said that they're going to cut Perry's Movie Time. So that has been a cut piece. And
So that's why-
Shut up. Now let's get into this. Are you having a
Excuse
good
me.
time, Perry? I'm going to tell you one time. Shut the fuck up.
Tell me 2 times.
No, I'm telling you one time. Shut the fuck
Because
up.
if I don't mention
I'm
this
gonna tell you,
movie,
I swear to
they're
God.
going to piss you off.
Can I tell you guys something?
Because the name of the movie that I want
Perry,
to see
if you
tomorrow.
say it, if you say it, you're in trouble.
Tomorrow!
You're not allowed to, you're not allowed to talk about it.
Perry, stop it. You
You're
don't
not
get a
allowed
mic.
to talk about movies.
You don't get a mic. What
Wait
the hell
a
are you
second.
doing?
Are you trying to illegally promote a movie, even though you're not allowed to promote movies on the
Isn't it
podcast?
funny? Isn't it funny? Right in the front row, we have a.
He was promoting. Scare Master, you're not allowed to promote a Kiss Before Yesterday, dude.
Okay, so you got that in,
Wow.
and you got money for it,
You guys.
and you didn't give us any money at all.
But I bet he got it, bro.
But how
I
mu-
bet,
but-
I bet he used the money to buy something nice for everybody.
You want to bet he?
I didn't get any food voucher funds or nothing. I had no money to go eat
So you're
anywhere.
gonna rip us off?
What do you mean I'm going to rip you guys off?
you rip us
I
off?
had no money for food or nothing.
So you got to use our show to take money and put it in your pocket and not give us anything. We didn't have food vouchers or anything like
you
that.
guys had money to.
But you ate that big white caramel pretzel.
I
and
remember.
Remember, you were just like
What?
working that.
We
You had that
shoved
big
it in your
pretzel. You're
mouth.
like, you're shoving that big white chocolate covered pretzel
Oh,
in your mouth.
God.
And also, you also got taken out to breakfast by those magazine guys.
That was
Right,
the
and
food.
we
and
didn't.
also,
Vice
you got to have free spaghetti dinner.
Free spaghetti dinner.
The point is that Perry, you decided that we weren't even part of your little scam, and you got to keep all the money. And you know what's interesting? We found some footage of the whole setup. This is how Perry got money from us and ripped us off. Could you show video clip 2, please? This is William Randolph.
Randolph Hearst. I'm here at Sundance promoting my film, Kiss Before Yesterday.
Oh, I heard about it. That's a big buzz movie.
Well, the reason I'm here is I wouldn't hate it if maybe Perry could promote it during his movie time.
Oh, no.
Ah, Perry's movie time.
No, the boss is upstairs said we can't do that anymore.
What's the name of the movie again?
Perry, you can't.
Kiss
Not
Before
done.
Yesterday.
Kiss Before Yesterday.
Perry.
So you aren't promoting.
No, he can't. What has happened is this. You don't listen to the podcast?
I do, and I
Okay,
haven't
all
had
right.
his movie time in forever.
All right, here's the deal. The bosses upstairs have said that his movie time had become boring. It really went downhill when he reviewed his own movie, Windy City Heat. And
Which
read
he
it.
gave a great review.
No, he didn't. He read it like he was reading the box.
So you agree with Cruising and all the other
Those movies, anything
homoerotic
like that.
films?
Anything that had any homosexuality into it.
Oh,
seemed like
God.
He knew every fucking word that came out of their mouths.
Is this true?
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
That's
You know-
bad word, Scare Master.
William
guys-
Randolph
you
Hearst
guys-
came in and gave you money, and you said, fuck you to Mole and I. And what did we do? You just said, you guys. What did you guys do to you this
Yeah, what
time?
do we do?
You're always ripping on me.
How am I ripping on you? You
Who
ripped,
ripped
us
on
off.
you?
Perry, you have
You said
no...
I ripped your leather jacket. You said I ripped your fanny pack.
Get your hands off my shit.
See?
every time, he just wanted to pet your fanny pack. And
Pet?
What did you... Did you go
He
to her?
tried
It's
to
like a
grab
lap
it
dog.
and rip
I
it.
would confuse it for a lap dog.
God.
That is one of the biggest fanny... Stand up just so they could see
So
your fanny
what?
pack.
Show him the fanny pack.
Yeah, this is
Show him
unbelievable.
how the
Bunch of-
jacket goes on top of it, so it makes it look
Hold
like you
on.
have gout.
Yeah, so what? Open it wide so they can see it. Open it wide so they can see it.
Show them the fanny
Open
pack.
it wide so
Show
they
them-
can see.
but show
Open
them
it
how
wide.
The
So,
fanny pack goes.
Let go.
open the coat so they can see it. Why are you zipping it up?
You mentioned.
Stand up and let them see it.
Here's the bag.
Now, here? What do you have in that bag? That
I
is so-
have my wallet. I have my checkbook. I have 4 bottles of pills.
And $50 from William Randolph Hearst.
Absolutely.
that $50 is gone.
Oh, really?
It fed me.
Oh, interesting. Well, you know what? I didn't see this. I didn't know this was going on, or I would have put a stop to this. In this next clip, video clip 3, this is where William Randolph Hearst takes you out and the scam begins. Now, I want you to watch this, and I want you to look me in the eye after it's done and say, you're not an asshole. Please play that if you would.
There's no Perry's movie time.
I'm the guy doing the promoting. You're just the bozo in the background.
What are you talking about? I'm the bozo in the background.
We got William Randolph first asking
Can I talk to you for 2
Yes,
seconds?
I'd be more than happy to.
Kiss before yesterday, okay? It's got a huge star George at Purdue, Ben Kingsley, okay? And all I want you to do at any time during the podcast is just read out the description of the film, okay? Here it is. Oh, dude, I thank you. I thank you. Thank you so much. If you can mention it, if you can get the movie review back on the podcast, and if you can mention it tonight, that is just, hold on, this $50 is, that is for you right now. No matter what happens, you're keeping that. Okay, that's a given. We're done. If you mention the movie Kiss Before Yesterday and it goes well, you're going to see some zeros on the other side of that. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's intense stuff.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry
It's just intense stuff.
What are you sorry for, dude?
This guy scammed me like crazy.
How did he
What do you mean? He
scam
gave you $50 to promote his movie.
How did he scam you?
And then he said if you promote it, there'll be lots of zeros on the end of that.
Because he screwed.
Maybe he meant 00005, like it's going to be like not zeros in a good place, like zeros are on the other side, making it less money.
I don't think that's what happened, Mole. I think that what happened is this. He saw a sap of shit that was easy to get through. He gave you $50 to get a little taste on your tongue. And what'd you do?
Went stupid.
You went up against Mole and I, somebody you've been with for 20 years.
You went stupid.
I went stupid.
What am I supposed to do? How can I ever trust you again?
Just keep this scumbag away from me.
Well, I don't think he was too happy when we saw him at the show.
Yeah, well, we do have a clip of that, too. Why don't you show that clip?
Just in general, what do you like?
Okay.
Oh my God, it's the
You won't
producer
let
of
me
a
say
Kiss
a
After
word.
Yesterday.
We had a deal. I paid
just-
you $50 to plug the movie, not to just say the title.
He paid you $50.
You paid $50?
He gave you
I
$50.
gave you the whole thing. I listed all the actors. You had to do a whole paragraph. You were going to do my movie shit. You didn't do anything.
He wouldn't let me say
You can't
shit.
just blurt
Wait a
out
minute,
the
so what
title.
you've
No one's
done is
gonna
this.
see
That's
it.
what I thought. I knew something was
He
going on.
paid you
I
money
knew
to
what
promote
was
his
going
movie?
on. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the great film directors of our
William
time.
Randolph Hearst.
Yeah.
I gave you the whole.
He was not going to talk
I
about
want my
it.
money back, and you're not going to get any more money because you don't do what you promised.
Well, let's.
You promised to promote the film and list everything about it. You didn't mention the actors. You just blurted out the title.
And the director's name is Marvin.
Hamlish.
Wow. Wow, look at that.
Okay.
You really made William Randolph
All right,
Hearst upset.
William, you did cross the line when I told you not to do that. Well, your
Scaremaster.
stupidity or whatever. What did you call it a second ago?
You went stupid.
When you-
Sorry, go ahead.
Please take it.
Have we heard from Mr. Hearst at all?
We haven't heard from him at all. But when you went stupid, you really went stupid. Even Hugh A. Craig III in his letter, who's the editor-in-chief of Perry Leaks. P.S. I heard Perry con William Randolph Hearst out of $50.
Con? The guy.
No, you
Pushed
said
me.
that you would do something.
Hey, hold on. It's our producer, Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
This was dropped off for Mole.
Wait a minute. First of all, that's Mary Jane. She's the producer. She's
Hey,
been on
Mary Jane.
every single podcast. The lovely Mary Jane. She's a pro model. Hi, Mary Jane.
Hello.
Oh, she's adorable. Now, what is this exactly?
Oh, it's a letter. Ah, look at that. Look who it's from.
William Randolph Hearst.
And he says, Perry failed to promote my film after I paid him $50. I will double that for both you and Dan if you can do a better job than Perry. I'll furnish the picture, you furnish the war. William Randy Hearst.
Wow.
And look at this. Hundreds of dollars. Well, hold on.
All right. So
wait,
this is
gotta-
for us?
We have
not Perry, right?
We have to do a better job promoting the movie. Why don't we do it together? Hold on.
All right.
I'll tell the title. Okay. A Kiss Before Yesterday. Release date. Director.
Wait a minute. I think to be announced. I think that's what that means.
Oh, TBD.
Well, that's not to be announced then.
Director Harold Melvin, starring Gerard Depardieu, Sir Ben Kingsley, Martin Balsam, David Jansen, Lee Merriweather, and Little Lord Fauntleroy. And here's an article from The Hollywood Reporter, January 2013. Dan, you can read that.
Okay. You will laugh.
No.
Oh, excuse me. Hollywood Reporter, January 2013. What is that? Focus Films. From Focus Films comes the much-anticipated sequel to 2009 Indie's darling, A Hug After Tomorrow, based upon the beloved novel A Kiss Before Yesterday, tells the remarkable tale of Coach Haywood Jablomi? Haywood Jablomi. A man mocked by his Pop Warner teams throughout his storied career until the day he decides to fight back with the only weapon he has. His raw sexuality. He will laugh, cry, and be disturbed at your arousal from A Kiss Before Yesterday.
That was really good, Dan. Looks like we just made hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Okay. You know what? I would be willing to make you a deal.
For you.
100 for
and
me?
100 for me.
Thank you. And Perry gets none of this.
Of course, I get none of
Well,
it.
because you scammed us. You know what? Before you put that away, how would you like to double that money right there?
Double it?
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Why
You
wouldn't
want to
I?
be part of this?
How am I going to be part of it?
Do you have $100?
I have no money.
Okay, so you're out. All right, let's put this in a pot. Put the money right there.
Pot.
No, not that kind. All right, I'm going to ask you a question, and if you can tell me the number I'm thinking of, you get that. If you can't, I'll keep it.
Well, how many numbers?
Okay, it's between 1 and 15,000.
Yeah. Okay. 7.
It was 8. Thank you for playing.
Oh, it kills you when it's that close.
I know it. If you would have just gone one more number, that would have been $200.
Just right. Just
But it's all right. You had no money coming in. You have no money going out.
You know, you're right. Hey, can I tell you guys something about Sundance?
Absolutely.
You know, when we flew back, I went to the Salt Lake City airport, and everyone was coming back from Park City from the big Sundance Festival.
Right.
And you know who I saw?
No, I don't.
Who that lady going that movie?
I
don't know who you're thinking of.
No.
You know who it is,
Sally
right?
Field. Sally Field.
No. Oh.
Joanne Woodward.
Anyway, there were so many stars out in Sundance, so I went out on Main Street to find out who that lady go in that movie. Let's take a look.
Well, we don't have a clip with that.
That didn't happen, right?
No. I mean, I think we may have recorded it, but we don't have the clip.
I don't remember it even happened.
You know what we do have a clip of? One of the great things about this show is what we're going to be able to do is go back in the history of the big three. That's
nice.
20 years of video throughout the years. Last week, we introduced not only your first time on stage, we introduced Perry, the very first time I ever was around you, and I had you read for the movie Dog Day Afternoon, which they were thinking about having a sequel. And that night you made love to your co-star Sheba. Well, we got a chance to show you a little bit about your relationship.
Ugh.
All right, stop being such an asshole.
Yeah, you're being a real negative Nelly.
No,
negative.
because you set me up with this, Sheba.
I didn't set you up.
You set me up
I
with
did
Sheba.
not set you up with anybody.
You made me meet this girl.
I made you meet her.
You said she was my meal ticket.
She was your meal ticket.
You were proud to say she was your
I
meal
wasn't
ticket.
proud to say she
Yes.
was.
Why did you
Then why
always
did
say?
you always
for
had to.
years, you would always say, "I'm proud to say Sheba's my meal ticket." Listen, for people who maybe missed last week, Dan was nice enough. He played matchmaker many years ago and set Scaremaster up with a beautiful lady named Sheba.
But let me interrupt you for a second because I did not set
You
her
call
up.
her beautiful?
She was beautiful. She was a work of art.
She was
Thank you,
a
Dan.
bony, out of shape drug addict.
Okay. The point is, I did not set Perry up with this girl.
Right.
They worked on the set together.
Yes.
You gave her a ride home or she gave you a ride home? Which way was it?
I think I gave her a ride home.
Did I?
Or no. I think she gave me. I don't remember.
Did I tell you guys to go back to her place and make love? Did I?
No.
But did you?
I don't call it making love.
What do you call it?
Did you give her a hickey?
No.
You ever do that?
Yeah, I have. I think we all have at one point.
Look, with her, she was disgusting.
She wasn't. She was incredibly beautiful.
She was a bony slob.
What do you think she said about you?
I don't care what she said about me back then.
Maybe she said that she was in love with you.
It was all for an act.
It wasn't for an act. Did she make love to you?
We had sex, period.
Okay.
I was not in love with her.
Anyway, that was from last week's Big 3 Classic moment. Well, this week, here's what we did. Do you remember, Mole, when we gave you a Rorschach test?
Oh, yeah, that's in my brain. That's in my brain. See, what people might not know is that my brain has been really affected by a lot of different stuff.
Yes, it has.
Like, remember I was in that accident, I got super intelligent, we started Cat's Quite Bad?
Absolutely, I remember that.
If you don't know what Cat's Quite Bad is, we'll explain that maybe some other time.
Future broadcast. Absolutely. We can do that now. Yes, Perry.
Did you say he had the Arnold Rorschach problem?
Rorschach.
Hello?
Rorschach.
How are ya?
Nice, keep it going.
My name is Arnold Rorschach.
All right. I didn't even know you did that.
Nitwit from
that's a show from the 70s.
Yeah, he passed away tragically this year. Passed away this year.
Why are you rubbing in the face of everybody?
Huh?
All right, anyway. Well, today, let's go back. This was, I don't even know why you were taking this test. Had you been...
Oh, they were testing my brain. They sent away for a thing for Rorschach test, and that's where they show you ink blot pictures, and then you got to guess what it is. And then Scaremaster wanted to take it too.
Well, both of you took it. Yes.
I've already taken that test.
Well, you did this night too. We were in my apartment. We took the test.
And you were the one who gave us the test.
Right. And I think you're going to find some amazing results. And I think, well, why don't we just show that clip? All right, we're going to go with figure 1. Now, Mole, when I point this at you, I want you to tell me what you think this is.
Okay.
All right? Figure 1. What is that?
It's a pretty flower.
What do you think this is?
I see a butterfly.
Figure 2. Now, I'm going to show you this, and I want you to tell me what you think it is. All right? Figure 2. What is that?
It's like a bong weave.
And what does Perry think it is?
It could look like a dog or a horse.
And the third figure?
This is getting boring.
What do you think?
Would you calm
What do you think the third figure is right here?
It looks like the front end of an open transmission. Like
An open transmission. And what do you think this looks like?
stop sign.
Stop sign. Okay. I have here from the Freudian Institute in West 10th Street, New York. Now here's figure 1 now, Mole. Figure 1. Let's see what
Did I get it right?
Well, it says if a patient sees a butterfly, this is, the meaning is he was abused as a child.
You.
All right, if you say a fire engine, it means extremely unintelligent. And C, a pretty flower, meaning sign of genius. Genius IQ.
Dude, what did I say?
Said a pretty flower.
Yes!
Good job.
That's good, right? Is that
Very
good?
This is genius level.
What is butterfly?
Abused as a child. Okay. All right, now figure 2. All right, you said an animal, or you said you said an animal, right?
I said an animal.
Okay,
He said
an animal
we.
meaning homosexual Whoa! Homosexual tendencies.
Whoa, no way.
That's what it says right there.
An animal.
Okay, and narcotics.
What did Perry say?
Stupid.
Said a horse or a dog.
Oh, shit.
Doesn't mean that I'm a homo.
It's just saying that here.
It's just saying that.
Yeah. All right, and then whoever said narcotics mean aptitude for creativity. That's what you said because you said it was a bong or weed.
Cool, is that good?
That's very good. All right, figure 3, we go back to this. All right, you said a stop sign. Overweight complex.
Oh, well, that's it. He weighs 320. That's understandable. 230, 230, 230.
Okay, and what did Mole say again?
Mole said open transmission.
Right, that would fall under automobile parts, meaning
financially successful.
Wow, that's
And
good.
you are.
Is that good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus.
Okay, so that goes with that test right there. That's very good, Mole.
That tells you stuff.
How did that all come about like that?
It's just something I sent for.
Well, I never knew that there were right or wrong answers for those Rorschach
Yeah,
tests.
apparently. You know, that's the thing about stuff like that, that you find out stuff like that there are actually right and wrong answers to Rorschach.
Again, I did not know that.
I've taken tests like that when I was in the THI program.
How'd you do? Did you also get that you abused a child, homosexual tendencies,
No,
and that you're overweight?
They never made any comments about those.
Oh, so they just write them down. They don't
stupid
show you. They
answers.
don't show you what
Probably
they do.
talk
They just
about
have it on the
it.
side.
Yeah.
It's got nothing gay or any sexual tendencies with answers that you give.
Well, you said the dog and the horse and the
You
stop
did,
sign, the
clearly.
butterfly, dude. I mean,
Clearly.
why would they be lying to you?
Look,
The Rorschach Institute.
those pictures. There's like over 100 different pictures.
Right.
Maybe we should do it. You think we should try to get a more modern one? Because that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, I absolutely think that maybe down the line we could do that. Here, live on the show.
Maybe live on the show, we'll do a Rorschach test. And
By the way, if you want to get in touch with me right now just to say hi, contact me on Twitter at SimplyDon1. SimplyDon1. Do you have a Twitter
Contact
account?
me on Twitter at ScaryPerry818.
Mole, do you have a Twitter account?
I'm at The Real Malinsky at Twitter. The Real Malinsky. That's my last name. I've changed my name a couple times.
Yeah, you did.
I went through some stuff. At one point years ago, I tried to be Italian like Scaremaster because he told me if I want to be cool, you got to be Italian. So I changed it to Tony Barbieri. Barbieri, thank you. I changed it to that for a while.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. When you did that, did you do that because you wanted to change your name and become Italian? Because you are Polish, I believe.
I'm Polish,
And
but
Perry gave you a real hard time about that.
he said just because I changed my name to Tony Barbieri, that it was not going to be, that I could not be Italian just by changing my name to that.
I don't know if that's true. Do you know that to be true?
Look, just because you change your name doesn't make you that nationality. You are what you were born. Okay?
Right?
You were born Irish. You're Irish.
Yes, yes, I am.
From the day you were born to the day you're going to die.
You don't. Well,
Okay.
you know what? But I've found this out. People in Ireland that I have seen out here. I always say that both my grandparents were born in Ireland, both sets. They say, "Am I Irish?" They always say no. Always. So I don't know. I have no idea.
Hey, listen, this has nothing to do with any of that, but can I tell you something about Sundance?
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
You know what? We have a clip that I wanted to show you, but say
Oh.
this about I want to just close this out. So this is going to be a segment on every show where we go back and look at the history of the Big Three and the Big Three Classic segment. That was another great one. And now you were saying about Sundance because we have a clip that we can finish up the show with.
We had a really great time in Sundance. We got to hang out together. Dan and I got to
Right.
play in the snow.
Absolutely.
And I will tell you one thing. I want to thank some people out there because they were nice enough to have us in their gifting suite. And Dan and I went in there. And the good people at New Era, who were so nice to us, and they gave us these hats. In fact, look at this hat they gave me. It's got a secret pocket in it. And look, if you lift the pocket up, and you guys want to play a game, guess what's in my New Era hat?
Can I guess?
A joint.
Weed.
Okay, let's see. It's ready.
But everybody thinks it's weed. What
Everyone
is it?
thinks it's weed. It's E.T.
Phone home.
That's cute.
Oh, E.T.
So you never
phone
know what's
home.
going to be inside my New Era hat.
So you might do that all the time?
Yeah, and listen, if people want to send us more New Era hats, I could put those inside this New Era hat, and we can talk about those New Era hats.
Let me ask you this. If they want to send you something to put in the pocket.
Yeah, maybe we'll pull it out and we'll promote it.
Okay, let's send this. If you want to send
Like
something
a
to put in
delicious
Mole's hat.
Cheeto.
Whoa.
One Cheeto. That's okay.
Now, if you want to send
Thank you.
something to put in Mole's hat, put Mole's hat, care of Don Barris, 7510 Sunset Boulevard, number 153, Hollywood, California, 90046. And what you send may end up in Mole's hat. Now, we were talking about Sundance, and that was a really fun time. What do you have to say?
At
By the way,
new
I
era-
appreciate your professionalism and raising
Thank
your hand
you.
and not interrupting. Go ahead.
Thank you. At the New Era store, I think you handed me a Chicago Windy City Heat.
Why weren't you allowed to go in there? We were allowed.
I don't
Mary
know.
Jane came with this mole.
Yeah, we went inside the
brain.
gifting suites, but Scaremaster's pass got messed
somebody
up.
got all into my face about that's not a picture of you. That guy might look like you, but that's not you. And I just wanted to punch him in the nose, but I knew better.
That's good.
So I didn't. But
I did get you a hat.
You got me a beautiful Windy City Chicago Bulls.
Why didn't you wear
baseball
it today
cap
if you liked it so
the
much?
I forgot. I'm always so used to wearing my fedora brim.
Yeah, well, anyway, so that's going to be a fun moment where we go back and look back in time. Okay, you do that. But now we have something that kind of wraps up the entire trip in Sundance. It's a little bit longer clip, but what we might do while we're getting used to how to work the show, we'll have a long clip. Now, this is a little bit longer clip. But this is the very first night when we got there. Now, Perry, you immediately went to sleep, if I remember correctly.
I was wiped out.
Yeah. And we came, but you let us in your room. And do you remember that, Mole, at all? Do you want to say?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, anyway, this is that first night that we were at Sundance. If you would, play that clip.
Well, just wrap something around you and come to the door, dude.
Did I catch you jerking off? The lights are on. Oh, look at your dick, man! Come here, get the camera.
I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, it's called movie premiere.
That's tomorrow.
Right, and you know what we're doing tomorrow?
How are we waking up?
What time?
What time are we waking up?
6:30.
Good. That's the time I normally like to wake up.
You want to go for a run?
In the morning?
Yep. Or now?
Yeah, right. I'm exhausted, okay?
We're gonna make snow angels.
Not now.
Come on, Perry, open the door.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Perry, we're here for work. Open the door.
I am not.
Open the door. Open the door.
Hi, buddy.
Hey.
What are you doing? Let's see it with the suspenders.
23 per week.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it.
Any way you want it.
Look over here, guys.
Done. I shouldn't have opened the door.
Let's talk. Let's talk business.
Let's talk.
Let's talk business. What are some of the ideas you have?
For this show?
I don't know. I'm trying to do that.
It's basically the same thing that we've been doing.
No, it's a whole different thing.
Scaremaster, what signature Scaremaster thing are you going to do on the podcast tomorrow?
Come over here.
Wait, you want me to put my head in your chest?
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong?
Yeah! Buddies, hey, you just pitched my giggle. You pitched my privacy. Hey, you pitched my privacy.
That was a fist.
No, it was not a
It's a
fist.
tough trip for my little...
He pinched my privacy.
My little buddy's all tuckered out.
They could jump from there onto your bed.
You want to try that?
No.
You gotta do that while we're here. You gotta put a snowball
You guys
out
are
there.
fucking children.
How are we children? What do we do?
What do you mean we're children? This is great. So tell me what you got, some of your ideas.
Hold on.
Show tomorrow?
Yeah.
Look at this.
What do you do?
No respect
Are you climbing up there?
for
Are you climbing up there?
No respect for furniture at all.
How is that no respect for furniture?
You're stepping all over their furniture.
Well, you know, I'm just practicing snowboarding, and that's why they have us here.
Right.
This is nice. Let the cold air in.
Get some fresh mountain air.
Oh,
Clear your lungs, man. This is healthy shit.
true.
Stop, Mike!
Get out of my room! Out of my room right the fuck now!
Stop!
Out of my room right the fuck now! Out of my room! Out of my room!
I
We're talking about tomorrow. Just sit
out of my room right now.
Get right here. Harry.
Out of my room
Harry.
right now. Out. I'm white.
Can I tell you a story?
What? He threw fucking snow all over the place.
He's out of his mind. Get closer. Come here.
What now?
All right.
Snowball fight!
All right, come here.
Get the fuck out of my room.
No punch, no punching. How make your hands cold?
Perry, come here. Let's just talk about tomorrow. First, come on over here. Perry, Scaremaster.
Come on, let us in.
Come on over here.
What do you want to talk about now?
Come here.
Come here.
Come here. Put your hand on his shoulder.
He's got the snow all over the fucking
He's
bed.
not even in the room. Come on over.
Why do I have to act like a child?
Come on. We're just going to talk.
What now?
You're all tuckered out, aren't you, Tiger?
Thank you.
I'll tell you a little story. It's a story about a guy who went to service. Oh, room service. Did you order food? Let him in. Let the room service guy in.
Fucking room service.
Harry, come on back here. Forget Mole. Let's talk business. We're here for business.
Get in there.
Harry. Come on.
I'm sitting in the chair.
Come on over here.
Why the fuck did you open the goddamn door?
What happened? What happened?
Come here, Harry.
Shut the door.
Mole, come in here and sit down.
Okay.
Mole, sit down. Harry, lie down beside me. Put your head on my shoulder.
What are we gonna do
Wait.
about him? What are we gonna do about him?
What am I going to do about you? Get in that chair.
Sit in the chair, Mole. Harry, come on over here, please. Turn this light back on.
Why?
Mole, please sit down.
Sit down.
Harry, come on.
Christ!
Come on. Come on over here. It's about a guy who went to a mountain, and that's where he became a star. Do you know the name of that guy, Perry?
Me.
What's his name?
Perry Caravello.
His name was Perry.
Caravello.
And he brought two of his friends with him. What were their names?
Well, three of his friends with him. Don, Mole, and Mary Jane.
Actually, his name's Walter.
Either way, you know what? I gotta tell you guys something. Can I tell you guys something?
Can I just finish this story?
I'd like to go back.
Let Don finish, please.
I heard that you become friends with Justin Bieber.
That's right.
And
Cool dude.
That kid is incredibly nice. Incredibly nice.
and he and you're talking about going out with his mom, aren't you?
I'd like to.
What's her name, Mrs. Beaver?
I sometimes think that you're using Justin for the bad reasons.
Using Justin?
Yeah.
For what?
Because you're using him to impress your daughter, aren't you?
No.
You don't think it'd be cool, and you don't think your daughter would look up to you if you were the stepdad of Justin Bieber?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And it'd be cool because then she'd have a cool stepbrother, right?
Yeah.
And you're kind of looking for that, aren't you?
Possibly. But, yeah, in a way, it would be nice. Yeah, I don't know. Jesus Christ,
Movie time was completely out.
I don't have a six committees with me. I don't have anything with me.
That's what you should be doing with a film festival. You should be doing movie time.
Can't. Bosses upstairs don't want it anymore.
Oh, wait.
Sex speeds would have to be a story that I'd be talking about, not a story that I'm reading.
Why don't you talk about Justin Bieber's mom?
I love the date, Patty.
Strip. Strip down the bit. Oh, is that you, Skier Master?
Fart, did you? Let me check. Is there something in your diaper?
Nope.
By the way, that gas is terrible, Scaremaster. You really want poo-poo in your pants, didn't you?
You know what I think of getting everyone going again? Seems the energy's a little low.
What's that?
We're fresh air.
No, we're not.
Come on, everything's fine.
Fresh air.
Come on, dude. Okay, get fresh.
I like it.
Out in there.
Have you guys been outside here? Skip
Mole.
You been out here?
Mole.
What?
Breathe the air. Breathe the air.
Look at that. Nice. Check it out, man. It's beautiful. Have you seen these girls?
It's beautiful out there. I know.
These girls right here, dude.
The girls.
I'm not stepping outside.
It's 1 second, dude. 1 second.
Christ, man, I got nothing.
Hey, girls.
I got no shoes on. I got no fucking.
Just go talk to the girls for 1 second. Just yell.
Can I go to bed? Can I go to sleep?
Say hi to the girls.
I'm wiped out. They don't care.
Hot girls downstairs. You want to meet hot girls or now?
Okay.
I'll meet them tomorrow.
Tell them you'll meet them tomorrow. At least say hi to them.
Perry, just a second. Perry, just say hi to the girls. Okay, don't go. Don't get in the car. We're bringing Perry out here.
Okay. Okay, come on out here.
No. I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna come in. You're gonna lock me out.
I'm coming out there.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
What did they do?
I know what he's gonna do.
What are you talking about? I've been nothing but nice to you.
Right to me.
I've been nothing.
Outside.
All right, bye, girls.
So what's the big deal about that? All right, get to bed. Let's get out of here, dude.
You'll lock me out. I know you son of a bitch. Get out of here, you guys.
You're quite the genius. Scaremaster.
Hey, can we get a key to your room?
Let's get a picture together. Let's get one picture together.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I wasn't going to fall for that.
What do you mean?
Like you guys did to me at the Hollywood Hyatt when we were promoting the
good energy Scaremaster
of Windy City Heat.
Well, like I said before, we're experimenting on this show all the time, and we had a lot to show, and we thought we'd put a big clip in there. Might have been too long, but I wanted everyone to kind of see a lot of things. By the way, we're getting some tweets out here from King Cabra. How did you not rate Perry while he was in that hotel room? He looked amazingly hot.
Oh, can I read one?
Thank you.
Can I read one? Can I read one?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see. Here's one. Oh, listen to this. It says, the live show is going great. I love getting to see Perry without his clothes on, from Dimitri Moreland.
Oh, that's your friend.
He's not my friend. He's some homo that lives somewhere.
He likes you.
He does like
care.
you.
He writes you letters.
He can write me
talks
whatever the
about
hell he
coming
wants.
over.
He's
he
never
talks
gonna
about
come over. I'm not
he said
gonna
he wants to
allow him
hang out
over.
with you and make face babies.
I don't want to hang out with this guy. He's gay. He's gay. He's gay. I don't have gay friends I hang out with. I mean, no gay people.
Like who?
I don't know. I mean,
Just said you did.
There's a guy here. He's a little upset with you, Perry. His name's Kevin. I can't believe Perry is once again trying to ruin the live show by bragging about the Randy Callen incident from 20 years ago.
No, he didn't brag about it.
bragging
He did
about
not
it.
brag about anything like that.
I'm not bragging.
No
I think
way.
the name is
Perry
Sandy
has
Gallagher.
herpes. Shocker. Well, anyway, so that was, I see by the clock on the wall we're coming close to the end. Anything you'd like to say before we go, Mole?
When do we start? When does the whole thing start going?
Well, that's what we've been doing for the past, 50 some odd minutes. We've been recording the show live. It's been going up there streaming to everybody.
So this is all live.
Yeah.
We're on a website.
No cuts at all.
Okay.
So everything, anytime you say something, like your love affair with Justin Bieber.
It's not a
people
love
know.
affair with Justin Bieber.
You're working your way up to it.
Justin,
You're
I
just
treat-
friends. You're friends.
Who would you say you like better, Justin Bieber or Sheba?
I prefer having Justin Bieber as a
wow.
I like Justin's mother way better than Sheba.
Well, I'll tell you
My
this.
God.
A lot of people love Sheba from last week's show. They loved her. And if she was still alive,
Whatever.
they say they wish you were still going out with her.
Ugh.
Now, again, if you want to get in touch with us on
Look.
the social, what?
You want to talk about girls that I've been close to?
Sure. Who doesn't?
Victoria Givens.
What?
Linda Johnson.
You've mentioned these people before.
I never mentioned Jessica
What about
James.
You had to pay-
What about Majestic Mike's? What about Mike Majestic's? Widow, Mrs.
Yeah,
Majestic,
Michael Majestic,
the
kid.
magician
wife,
who,
his
when he was
wife.
in a coma, you made love on his wife, Mrs. Majestic.
But at least he didn't have to pay for her. Those other two girls, I believe you had to pay for. Am I right? Come on, Perry, the truth.
What? Okay.
The other girl.
Jessica James, I paid for. Victoria Givens, I paid for because they were both working at the strip club.
Right, and the one who's...
Linda Johnson was my neighbor.
Yeah.
Did you have to pay for her?
You gave money. You told me
I
before.
gave her some money
Yes.
when she needed money. She gave me money when I needed
I
money.
don't
Really?
believe that
She
for a
gave you
second.
money?
Yeah, she helped me out when I was in a type mess at one time.
Don't believe that for a second. Anyway,
Yeah, sure.
well, we should wrap this thing up. If you want to get in touch with us on the social network, again, on Facebook, I'm at Don Barris. On Twitter, I'm at Simply Don1, and I will get back in touch with you or retweet your Twitter. Perry, you are...
Perry F. Caravello.
That's
on
K-A-R...
C-A-R is in car. C-A-R, again, C-A-R is in car. A-V is in Victor. E-double-L-O. Caravello. On Facebook. On Twitter, I'm Scary Perry 818.
And Mole, you are on Twitter.
I'm also, yeah.
No, it's not funny.
Yeah, all the information's right there on the screen. We have a Chiron right there that tells you guys.
Oh, really?
All our
So
Facebook
just look
and
down
Twitter
there.
accounts.
Yeah.
No,
So I
no,
guess
that's
in a
not
way-
on there. Is that
You
not
know
on
what?
there? I don't
Somebody,
think it's on there.
Tony Capo, he wants to hear the spaghetti joke, but I don't know if we have
Forget
enough
it.
time.
There's no time for
Well,
that.
you know what? That can be something for the future.
Really exciting to see Spanish. And you know what? Maybe we could show some videos from when we were at Perry's apartment, which is where's that?
What is the
Where's your
address?
place? What's your place now?
Is it up there? Does that say
moving.
the? What does
I'm
it say?
moving. I'm definitely moving.
7722.
I'm moving.
Why?
I'm moving. You want to know where I'm moving to?
Straight to the top.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, anyway, for Mole, for Perry, together we are the Big Three. Big Three. And for the Big Three Live, we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Ciao.
Hit that closing video.
On the VPN.
Big 3 live on the VPN. Back in 92, story begins. Harry Caravello, Don and Mole had the #1 public access program. Windy City Heat, movie of the year. Why is the red bat even there? Lawsuit contract, penis in the mousetrap. Bringing it back with the Big 3 podcast. Big 3 live on the VPN. Goodbye, my friend. This is the end.
FTTPN, Simply Don.